We had questions no one else could answer for us. Why were the new shots still not fitting right even after 4 rounds of sampling? Why were the bags showing wear and tear after 1 month when they were supposed to last more than a year? We didn't want to guess anymore, so we flew to China, 7 cities in 7 days, a new hotel every night, non-stop.
That might sound exhausting, and it was. But the only way to get real answers was to sit in factories, run fittings in hotel rooms, and test seams in actual workouts. And what we learned really quickly was that the details we ignore now will be the problems our customers face later. In this Hunt for More vlog, you will see what it actually takes to figure out what's working, what's not, what's worth building next, and why this whole process matters so much to us.
After landing from our Hong Kong trip, we went straight to the fabric market in Guangzhou. The goal was to find something sturdier for our core line, especially for hoodies and outerwear. A lot of what we saw wasn't usable, but there were a few options worth sampling. After lunch, we went to Textile Mill. It's a factory that's trying new fabric blends. This particular one was testing how to stop clothes from shrinking after washing, while keeping the fabric light and breathable. It's early days for this, but it looked promising.
This was a business trip, and when we say business, we mean it. This is not a vacation, and we are not here for breaks. So we hit the road again and took a 2-hour drive to Dongguan. They showed us the full process, how they cut the fabric, sew it together, check the final quality. They're not a huge factory, but they're organized and fast. A week in Hong Kong followed by a full day in China right after landing. Yeah, it was a lot. And this was just day 1. We got back to the hotel around midnight, completely wiped out.
We flew into Xiamen in the morning and checked into our hotel, which was actually owned by one of our factory partners. The view from the room was beautiful, but honestly that wasn't the view that mattered. We had lunch with the team, then went straight into their showroom. That was the first time we saw our upcoming products, not just samples or mock-ups, but real finished pieces. You can review for months on paper, but seeing the real thing, it just hits different. But this wasn't just an inspection trip. We were here to show them where SQUATWOLF is going, what kind of product we are building, and why it needs to be better than what we have done before. We finished the day in the gym to also test how things move, because we're not just making clothes, we're shaping the future of the brand.
This was one of our most intense days. We visited a factory that makes some of our performance pieces. They showed us how every item is made, from cutting the fabric to sewing, to adding the logo, to checking the final piece. In the afternoon, we met another supplier, which was a smaller but very focused team. What we loved was that the owner runs marathons, so you know that the passion behind is real. We left with a few new samples and a much clearer picture of who we can trust moving forward.
This day really made us feel how big SQUATWOLF has become. We flew a drone over one of the factories and it hit me that all of this was ours. Our pieces on every floor, every table. Inside, we sat down with the team and looked back at our work over the past year. They walked us through the growth from running a small batch to now a full-scale production. Even without the drone, it felt massive. Because when you're sitting there and seeing it all firsthand, you know it's real. After lunch with the team, we had one more meeting with a supplier, working on new bags that ended the day back in Xiamen. And in that quiet car ride, it really sunk in that we weren't just building products, we were building relationships that pushed the brand forward.
This day was all about the bras. We have been working with a team that specializes in women's bra innovation because we want to make a bra that will be the first of its kind for both working out and running. Can't say too much yet, but this one has us excited.
We walked along the Bund that night and ate dinner without the usual product talk. Even when we tried to relax, my brain still kept going. Sometimes I wish I could switch off, but if I could switch off, I probably wouldn't be doing this.
7 cities, back-to-back meetings, a different hotel every night. This wasn't a trip, it was a full-on mission. We got to learn a lot about the innovations happening in our industry and it strengthened our relationship with our production partners.
Now we're heading home, tired but inspired. Bags full of samples, minds full of ideas, and a clear vision for what's next.